Hello and welcome to the Easy English Podcast. I'm Noor, and today's episode is specially designed for all of you intermediate English learners out there. If you're someone who understands English well, but wants to speak more smoothly, listen faster, and feel truly confident in everyday conversations, then you're in the right place. Maybe you've spent years studying English. Perhaps you've aced countless grammar tests. But when it's time to actually speak, your mind goes blank. You find yourself pausing, translating words in your head, and feeling completely stuck. If this sounds like you, then today's lesson is going to be incredibly helpful. In this episode, we'll explore exactly what you need to focus on to improve at the intermediate level. We'll share a short, engaging story that you can use for listening practice and shadowing, a powerful technique to boost your speaking. I'll also give you practical tips to help you stop translating in your head, allowing you to think directly in English. And to top it all off, we'll discuss daily speaking challenges that you can do by yourself or with a partner. This isn't about rigid classroom English. It's about real, practical, everyday English that you can use immediately. So take a moment, breathe deeply, and let's start training together. Let's begin by understanding what it truly means to be an intermediate English learner. You're no longer a beginner. That's fantastic progress. You can read English comfortably, and you grasp a lot of what you hear. You've got a good handle on basic grammar, and you've probably been learning for quite some time. However, the real challenge often comes when you try to speak freely. You know the words are there, stored in your brain. But when you open your mouth, you hesitate. You find yourself translating, and it feels like your tongue just can't keep up with your thoughts. This is a very common stage in language learning, and frankly, it can be one of the most frustrating. But here's an important truth. If you feel this way, it means you're perfectly poised for the next big leap in your English journey. You're past the beginner stage. So what's next? Think back to when you were a beginner. Learning was incredibly exciting. Every day brought new words, and you felt like you were making rapid progress. Going from knowing nothing to being able to say your name, talk about your day, or order food. But at the intermediate level, that sense of rapid growth can slow down. You already know how to say, "I'm hungry," or "I like this movie." Now, you want to express more complex opinions, actively participate in real conversations, and truly understand native speakers when they talk naturally. This is where the real work begins, because you need to build fluency. So, what exactly is fluency? Many people mistakenly believe it means speaking incredibly fast, using complex vocabulary, or having perfect grammar. But that's not it at all. Fluency actually means speaking smoothly, without too many pauses. It means being able to express what you want to say without constantly translating in your head. It means understanding people when they speak at a natural pace and feeling comfortable using English in real-life situations. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable and confident. And the most effective way to build this kind of fluency is through consistent practice. However, not just any practice will do. You need the right kind of practice. At the intermediate level, you need more than just grammar drills. You need a consistent flow of real English input and opportunities for real output. Let's break that down. Input refers to everything you hear and read in English. This includes podcasts like Easy English, stories, videos, and real conversations. It's crucial to listen to authentic English every single day, not just sentences from a textbook, but the natural, informal English that people actually use. Output is when you actively produce English. It's your chance to speak. And here's a secret. You don't always need a partner to practice. You can speak out loud by yourself. You can shadow podcasts by repeating what you hear. You can describe your day in English, or even ask yourself questions and answer them aloud. When you consistently combine daily input and output, your fluency will develop naturally and rapidly. You might be wondering why so many learners get stuck at this intermediate stage. It's a common question, and I hear it a lot. Let me share a few key reasons why intermediate learners often feel stalled and how you can overcome these hurdles. First, they stop using English every day. Perhaps they studied intensely in school, but now they only use English occasionally. Fluency, however, demands daily engagement, not just sporadic study sessions. Second, they strive for perfection. They worry excessively about grammar, feel nervous about making mistakes, and wait too long before attempting to speak. But fluency blossoms from making mistakes and learning from them. Don't wait to be perfect. Start speaking now. Third, they don't listen enough. Listening is vital because it helps your brain understand the natural rhythm, intonation, and connections between words in spoken English. If you only focus on reading, your listening comprehension will remain weak. You absolutely must train your ears as well. Fourth, they translate too much in their heads. It's natural to think in your native language, but if you never challenge yourself to think directly in English, you will always feel slow and hesitant. That's why we'll delve deeper into thinking in English in future episodes of this series. So, what should your focus be right now? You already understand the basics of English. Your main task is to use it repeatedly, every single day. Here's what you should prioritize. Listen to English podcasts like Easy English every day. Repeat real English sentences out loud. Speak out loud, even if you're alone, describing your surroundings or daily activities. Try to think in English throughout your day, even with simple thoughts. Focus on understanding the overall message rather than getting stuck on every single word. Don't stop if you make a mistake. Just keep speaking. This consistent practice is the foundation for building true fluency. It's how you'll confidently transition from the intermediate level to an advanced English speaker. Now, let's move on to our story listening and shadowing practice. We're going to work with a real-life story. You'll hear the same story twice. First, I'll tell it slowly and clearly, like a gentle guide. Then, I'll tell it again at a more natural, native speaker pace. Faster, with words connecting and sounds blending. Your mission is to listen carefully, repeat what you hear, and truly feel the rhythm of real English. If you need to pause and go back, please do. This is your personal fluency training session. Let's begin. Turtle slow version. A busy day in the city. Yesterday was a busy day for me. I had a lot to accomplish. In the morning, I woke up at exactly 6:30. I took a refreshing shower, then got dressed and brewed some coffee. After that, I left my home and walked to the bus stop nearby. The bus was running a little late, but I didn't mind the slight delay. I used the waiting time to listen to an interesting podcast. When the bus finally arrived, it was very crowded, packed with people. I had to stand for the entire journey. At 9 a.m., I reached my workplace. There was a large number of emails waiting for me to answer. I had 2 important meetings before my lunch break. One meeting was with my manager, and the other was with a brand new client. For lunch, I visited a cozy cafe located near the office building. I ordered a delicious sandwich and a small, fresh salad. The cafe was wonderfully quiet, so I took the opportunity to read a few pages from my book. In the afternoon, I focused on completing a report. It was a bit challenging and stressful, but I successfully finished it before 5 p.m. After work, I arranged to meet my friend Lisa for dinner. We went to a newly opened Thai restaurant that we had wanted to try. The food there was absolutely delicious. We chatted and caught up for more than an hour. I eventually got home at 9 p.m. I felt quite tired from the long day, but also incredibly satisfied with everything I had managed to achieve. It was a lengthy day, but it felt good to get so much done. Now, take a deep breath. You've heard the slow version. Are you ready for the next challenge? Let's try the same story, but this time told as native speakers would talk in real conversations. Some words will be shortened, and some sounds will connect seamlessly. Listen very closely, then try to shadow. That means speaking with me at the same time if you can. Natural speed version. A busy day in the city. Yesterday was pretty busy. Had a ton to do. Woke up around 6:30, jumped in the shower, got dressed, and made some coffee. Left the house and walked to the bus stop. The bus showed up late, but it was fine. I just listened to a podcast while I waited. When it finally came, it was packed. No seats, so I had to stand the whole ride. Got to work at 9. Inbox was full of emails. Had 2 meetings back to back. One with my manager, one with a new client. At lunch, I hit a little cafe near the office, grabbed a sandwich and a salad. It was quiet, so I read a few pages of my book. In the afternoon, I worked on this report. It was a little stressful, but I managed to finish before 5. After work, I met up with my friend Lisa. We tried a new Thai place, really good food. We chatted for over an hour. Got home around 9. Totally tired, but also kind of proud. It was a long day. Speaking practice tips. Now it's your turn to actively practice. Go back to the slow version of the story. Pause after each sentence and repeat it out loud, focusing on your pronunciation and the rhythm. Then, listen to the natural version again. This time, try to speak at the same time as me. This is the shadowing technique. Don't worry if you miss a few words or can't keep up perfectly. The main goal is to capture the rhythm and the speed of natural English. Repeat both versions of the story every day for 3 to 5 days. You'll notice significant improvements. Your listening speed will increase. You'll understand real spoken English much better, and you'll start speaking with more confidence and a smoother flow. Stories like this are incredibly powerful because they are filled with real, practical vocabulary, natural expressions, and everyday grammar structures. The more you listen to and speak with authentic English, the faster your fluency will develop. Let's talk about some common mistakes intermediate learners make and, more importantly, how you can fix them. Mistake 1. Listening without focus. Many people listen to podcasts or watch videos without a clear purpose. Fix. Always know a general topic or theme. Try to understand the main idea, the big picture, rather than getting stuck on every single word. Mistake 2. Translating in your head. When you translate, your speaking becomes slow and hesitant. Fix. Start thinking in English. Begin with short, simple thoughts throughout your day, like, I'm tired, or I need coffee. Mistake 3. Worrying too much about grammar. Some learners delay speaking until they believe their grammar is absolutely perfect. Fix. Focus on communication. Understand that mistakes are a normal and essential part of learning. Speaking and conveying your message is far more important than being grammatically flawless. Mistake 4. Avoiding speaking. You might be afraid of sounding wrong, so you remain silent. Fix. Talk to yourself. Practice speaking out loud every day, even if it's just for 2 minutes. Describe your surroundings, narrate your actions, or answer simple questions aloud. Mistake 5. Not reviewing. Words and phrases are easily forgotten if you don't go back and review them. Fix. Write new words down. Say them out loud repeatedly. Actively try to use them in your own sentences and conversations. Mistake 6. Not having a consistent plan. Without a clear routine, it's easy to stop learning altogether. Fix. Create a small daily routine. It could be as simple as listen, speak, repeat, and review. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough to make a significant difference. Remember, fluency doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from consistent, daily practice. This dedicated effort is how you truly build your English speaking abilities. Congratulations! You've successfully made it to the end of today's episode. That means you've already actively practiced your English, and that's something to be incredibly proud of. You listened to real English, you shadowed a story, and you learned how to steer clear of common pitfalls that can hold learners back. Most importantly, you took action. Always remember, fluency isn't about achieving perfection. It's about showing up every single day, daring to speak out loud, listening with a clear purpose, and making an effort to think in English, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's perfectly okay to make mistakes. In fact, they are part of the learning journey. It's also okay to speak slowly at first. What truly matters is that you keep going, keep trying, and keep pushing forward. Even just 10 minutes a day will dramatically help you speak more confidently, understand more clearly, and feel much more natural and comfortable using English. So, don't stop here. Come back tomorrow and repeat one part of today's episode. Speak to yourself, shadow another story, and keep that English going. Thank you for listening to the Easy English podcast. If you found this episode enjoyable and helpful, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment or review. New episodes are released every week, always clear, slow, and specifically designed to help you improve. Until next time, keep listening, keep speaking, and never, ever give up. You are doing great work.